Right, another day in the life, another Worcester coming off the wall. Luckily we've got a nice bit of space for the pipework here. We've got a toilet here, so power flushing shouldn't be too bad. We can dump it straight into there. We have a filling loop to take the cold feed from to fill up the power flush machine. We have a nice basin. And yeah, this is coming off the wall. And we are putting in a lovely ATAG Economiser. I think it's a 35, is it? Yeah, it is. IC Economiser 35 plus. They've got pretty good flow rate here, so we went for the 35. So yeah, let's get cracking. I'm going to take the boiler off the wall. Oliver's already taken the flue out. He can't find the power, so we need to find where the switch spare is for that. And then yeah, we'll get this bad boy off the wall. Right, first things first, set up the power flush machine. So that's all full. It's in the process of heating up. Spent about 10-15 minutes just unloading the van, just getting everything in. So power tools, screws and fixings, clips and stuff, press fittings, etc. So we're all ready to go here. So now we just need to find out where the fuse spare is for this, disconnect that, disconnect the vessel and everything. The flue's already been taken out, and then we can lift this boiler off the wall. And Mr. Blake Grams makes an appearance. Say hi to YouTube. Yeah, he's in shock. Right, we'll come back to him later on. Let's get this off.
Yeah!
He's very excited. Right, so we've got the old boiler off finally. Plan now is I'm gonna make a cut probably somewhere lower down on the flow, on the return probably just after there. Get the power flush connected onto the flying returns and do the hot, cold and gas. Get the boiler on the wall, and then yeah, just do the final flying returns after the power flush is finished. Stay tuned for more action. He's not really interested. Alright, let's get back to work. Right, we have the jig on the wall. You know about the tag. Ben Jordan installs, always. So we had a bit of an issue with the fixing on that side because the plaster sort of finishes there, but we just about managed to get a fixing there. And we've got two solid fixings there, so that boiler's not going anywhere. So power flush is on. That's been circulating for 20 minutes so far, so we're going to let it do for another 40 minutes before we start isolating the rads. Now we're just going to get the boiler on the wall, get the flue done, and just start piping up to it. So should be pretty straightforward. We need to remove this bit of batten because it's going to get in the way of the flow.
ATAG rules!
Peter's very happy. Oliver's getting there. Right, let's crack on. Right, water quality seems pretty bad, quite dirty. However, boiler is on. We've got all the connections done underneath there. So now Peter and Oliver are going to sort the flue out. I'm going to start piping up the hot, cold and the gas. One thing I would say with ATAG is please put a test point on here. It just saves an extra fitting to put on there. I mean, the boiler is obviously quite expensive as it is. It would be good if they just put a test point on the gas cock rather than us having to now put an extra test point on the pipe itself. But other than that, yeah, all the connections went on first time, so yeah, we'll just crack on. This way I need 3 people doing a flue. He's in there shouting messages to me. Right, go on, twist and push. He's up there and I am the messenger. How's it looking, Peter?
Yeah, perfect.
All good? Oliver, all good?
Yeah.
Just straighten it up out there, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. Right, so we started isolating the radiators. You can see it's getting black. Look at that. Dirty. It's gonna be a good flush. I mean, the system, I don't think it's been clean for about 14 years. So yeah, it should be nice and squeaky clean. Right, plan was obviously to do the cold, gas and hot, but my cold is in line with the return, so I can't do the cold yet. The gas is going to be tight to there, but I'm going to try and get the gas up, get the hot done, and then I'll sort the condense out. The condense and PRV is combined in these boilers, so I'll sort the condense and PRV out, get the wiring done. Then once the power flush is finished, then we'll just do the cold, return and the flow. Flue's done, that's all cut back, sealed and everything, so yeah, we're making good progress. The time is 12:30, not so bad. Right, just finished doing all the radiators, circulating them. Let's see how much dirt we've picked up on these magnets. I've got a feeling it's going to be pretty bad. In fact, I know, I can feel the weight on it already. Oh! Jeez, that's just off a Combi. It's bad. Check these bad boys. What does this remind you of? No, it's not that website. Somethinghub.com. No. This is cphub.com. Cool. Check the difference in the colour. So we're dumping out this side. That's clear. That is not.
No, Chirag bought the boiler. Yeah. No, he bought the boiler, we both installed it together.
Dirty, dirty.
It's 6.
Right, we are all piped up. Water's on, so there we go. Just going to go and add some inhibitor into the system, then we can top up the system pressure. Put a spur there because we couldn't find where the spur was for that cable coming in, so we turned the main power off, put that into a spur there, and from there I'm going to fit the EPH stat next to it there, well, the receiver, and then the control, well, it can either go on a stand or it can go on the wall, so I'll check with the customer where they want it. But yeah, so far it's all gone to plan. We had to fiddle about with the cold and the return here because that where the return was going on there, it was too tight to that T, so I couldn't get a fitting in there, so we've had to leave that elbow there and then basically just put a couple of kicks into there to get the water and the return in. But yeah, everything's gone pretty smoothly so far, so quite happy with today considering it's 4:20. Power flush is done, boiler's piped up, and now it's just wiring left to do. The condenser's done, obviously PRV and condenser combined, so that's not a problem. So yes, there's literally wiring in the stat, commissioning, and general tidy up. What are you saying, Peter? He's in shock. He's in shock how well today's gone. Look at him. Look at you, can't believe it.
Boiler.
Yes.
ATAG.
He's in absolute awe.
Banchard.
Ah, I've taught him something. Say it again.
Banchard boiler.
You heard it, direct from the horse's mouth. Banchard boilers. Right, we're all wired up and everything. I'm just gonna clip those back to the wall in a moment. The EP8 stat is on. So again, nice, easy to use controls. So now, the moment of truth. We have a 3 amp fuse in here. Let's power on. Oh, there we go. That's always good to see. So this is gonna go through a 7-minute purge cycle now. We need to top up the pressure a bit. It's just a little bit low there. So let's top that up. Touch. Because yeah, as this is purging, it's gonna vent any excess air out and drop the pressure. So we'll just give it a little bit more at the moment. Right, yeah, it's just got to go through the menu system. So I'll settle that up and then we'll get it purging. I can hear it's already starting to do it. And then we'll do our 26.9 checks. Right, cleaned up as best as we could. The boiler is all up and running. Heating's on. It's all been commissioned. There we go. That's what we like to see. Central heating is active. 19 millibar working pressure. 33 kilowatt on the gas rate, which is pretty much spot on for a 35 kilowatt boiler. And yeah, customers are happy. We're all good to go.